Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Dalton at Daltonian95 coming at you with another G2 Universe Toxitron Collection Legacy Evolution figure. And this came in the same day I got those other two, at least, from Pulse. But here we've got G2 Universe Jazz based on that kind of Flamin' Hot Cheeto unused design, which most of this collection is. If you didn't know already, this is based on canceled G2 designs that, were never either made into physical copies or never sold mass retail. There were, at least with the G2 Stenicons, some samples that got out, and some people have those, and they go for crazy prices, anywhere of like 20 to 30,000 for a full set of the Stenicons. So yeah, so there we got Jazz, looking great. Wish he had that kind of smirk from the get-go, especially on this, or the Studio series. There we go. Here he is in vehicle mode, 20 steps. And the same artwork that we saw with Sideswipe. So let's get him open and check him out. And here we have Jazz out of his packaging and looking actually really good. Like, some of the pictures were kind of iffy, just like the shade of orange and everything. But having him here in hand, he really looks good for what they're going for with this release. Now, I would have preferred if they maybe did a little something different with the face, not so bright yellow. And at least the visor is a different shade of orange than the helmet. I don't know why I said orange that way. Anyways, yeah, it's like kind of a lighter shade. But I would have preferred if they left that blue or, just a slightly different color. As far as accessories go, well, actually, let's go over paint apps first. So, molded in this red plastic, it does have this kind of gradient fade from orange to red, or I guess in this case, red plastic down to the orange, as well as the yellow, the black, yellow G2 Autobot symbol. Got some silver just on the front side of the chest there, the abdomen. Pelvis, orange, plastic, like barely any paint on this guy except for the gradient and some of the vehicle mode parts. I've got the silver here on the shins as well as on the front of the feet and the outsides. Of course, silver rims, all this red paint on the roof, translucent yellow plastic. So, as far as his weapons go, he does have his classic style blaster, molded in red plastic, painted silver, and looks really good. Actually looks better than the original release, because this is more of a gunmetal gray compared to the white plastic with the silver. I think just it being a darker plastic helps quite a bit. So we'll give him that one. Now, for something they wanted to do as far as the style, they gave him the Tritus and Buzzworthy Hound's weapons. So Hound is coming, it's just a matter of when, especially with the Tritus being out there. But yeah, so we got Hound's hollow gun, which, as far as blast effects go, I think one of the ones that came with Rung worked perfectly for that. Probably like that. Kind of give it like an illusional blast, kind of like a, I don't know, Mysterio. And it comes with this launcher, which the missile does separate. Sorry. It's weird that it's on this hexagonal piece, but it does separate, and you can put a blast effect in the back for some reason. I guess it's because of the Evo Fusion thing, which is combining the weapon like that into this weird blaster. If you want, you can put this on there. I don't know why. But the main reason why he comes with these is for an aesthetic choice that they wanted to give you. Now, you could just do an easy thing, kind of like the old Universe Jazz, and just kind of wedge this behind the fender on his back. Just kind of mess with it until it sits just right. And it wants to flop all over the place, but kind of get it in there. So you can go with that look, or I think the way they intended it, plug this 5mm port into there. And that will plug into the back and still give you the shoulder launcher from the G1 style and G2 toy. Albeit it does stick out a little far, but it does work. So you have that option. So that is that. And of course this blaster is still blast effect compatible. So you can have them firing at Toxitron and Dead End and Cloud Cover. So articulation wise, his head is on a ball joint. Still get 360. A little bit of side to side, forward and back. Shoulders, 360 at the shoulder, or, you know, on a hinge, or swivel. Get a hinge all the way out. See, why couldn't we get this with Rodimus and Tarn? Like, this is the perfect kind of shoulder joint. Where you can get out to there and still pose the arm however you like. You get a bicep swivel, 90 at the elbow, nothing at the wrist due to the transformation. You do get waist swivel, but you have to move the backpack out of the way. Hips go all the way out, forward and back. 90, or a little less than 90 at the knee, but you can kind of cheat that with the transformation joint. All the way out at the ankle. Get toe down due to the transformation, no toe up. So yeah, and one problem I have with mine is this is a little loose, but I'd rather have that than, you know, the windshield shattering. So go ahead and get them into vehicle mode. We've already done it before, but just go over it real quick. You flip these up, collapse down the feet. Don't plug these together just yet. Go ahead and fold in the fists. Bring this section back. Open up doors. Bring this whole assembly back. Now this, I found, this transformation for this particular Jazz, I found easier than both the Studio Series and Jackpot. So take that for what you will. Now this is still an issue for me. So go ahead and bring this down. Rotate the abdomen piece. And from here, we'll push this down all the way like that. And flip this piece up. And there's the issue that I keep running into is oh, okay, never mind. There we go. Then from here, we just rotate this down. Want to rotate the bicep to where this tab is pointing out from the wheel, or with the wheel. Same thing here. So rotate the bicep 90 degrees, bring it around. There we go. Collapse the legs. Keep these doors open while we bring this down. That's still a pain in the butt to deal with. I'll bring this whole section down like that. And then we go ahead and plug the legs together. There is a set of tabs here on the legs that will plug into the vehicle or to the rear window, and that just sits like that. Bring the arms down, and then we'll just close the doors over those tabs on the forearms. And there we have G2 Jazz in vehicle mode. So very much inspired by the Porsche 935. Let me double check. So yes, the Porsche 935 Martini kind of style vehicle. And yeah, this is kind of where I get the hot Cheetos slash nacho cheese Doritos thing from, because I mean, look at those. They look like Doritos. But then up here it looks kind of like, I don't know. 90s cheesy snack food, how about that? So let's take his, well, go over the paint job again. So, yeah, primarily red. Of course, the translucent yellow plastic painted over red, which, come on, Hasbro, just give us opaque plastic with painted windows, please. I'd prefer that. Of course, you know, we got the gradient to orange. Back here, of course, you got the remainder of robot parts in orange. Those orange triangles, the silver of the rear bumper / the robot feet. Then you got silver rims, of course the yellow headlights and grille. And like I said, he rolls really well. As far as weapon storage, just plug his primary weapon there. We'll take this, kind of rotate it down like that. And then we'll bring this piece down, plug into the bottom of his foot. And there he has storage for his rocket launcher. So let's go ahead and get the Studio Series Jazz into robot mode and go from there. And here he is with the Studio Series 86 Jazz with toy hacks, just to give him kind of that G1 toy and cartoon look. Of course, where did I put it? There he is with his... I'm not going to put that in there because I'm just too afraid of breaking that clear plastic, because I've heard stories of people shattering theirs. I don't want to risk it. Like, even just putting him in vehicle mode was scary enough. I really hope we get a buzzworthy Jazz that doesn't have this issue. I'm glad this one so far hasn't. So, but yeah, neat little vehicle mode. Like how it turned out. It's still, actually, you know, since this is better yet, there we go. Have him shooting fire out of his rifle. There we go. So anyways, go ahead and take this off. Take this back off. We'll go back to robot mode. So go ahead and bring these door panels up and out. Just reach under here and carefully untab that back window. Bring the arms out around. Extend the legs. And just kind of carefully wiggle this up and back. This will allow you to now untab this rear window section and collapse it on that double hinge. I think for this time I'll leave these out, just kind of give it that G1 toy kind of look with the doors, you know, the door wings. And we'll wait for that until, bring this down. And want to bring there we go, bring that up, and then there we go. Bring that waist piece around, and then you just kind of wiggle that until that comes down to there, and that tabs in. Straighten out the arms. Make sure these are tabbed in. Flip out the feet. Bring this whole backpack section down. Fold out the fists. And there we have G2 Jazz in robot mode. Go ahead and give him his weapon. And that one on his back. And there we have G2 Jazz with his door wings, his shoulder launcher, and blaster. Looking pretty cool. So, yeah, definitely like how this guy turned out, better than I thought I would. And yeah, I mean, looks pretty good. Like I said, well, I don't know if I said it before, but these G2 characters are based on unreleased, unmade variants. that were proposed for G2, but just, or I guess concepts. Oh, forgot to flip those down. So yeah, unmade concepts that just never came to be. I don't know why I just basically made that sentence redundant. But yeah, concepts that never came to be. Here I am repeating myself. And it's nice to have them in physical form. So yeah, hopefully we can see more characters like this. I mean, I've got all this wave, but hoping to see more of these interesting designs in the future. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to check out all my other links down in the description as well, as well as my Twitter and Instagram page. And be sure to check out my Legacy playlist, my Studio Series playlist. Those are all down there as well. And I will catch you in the next one. We'll probably be taking a look at Mirage or Cloud Cover, just depends on how I feel. But yeah, we're going to cover all these G2 characters over the next few days. So hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time.